This is how to quickly navigate the menus and buttons on the Blackmagic 6K Pocket Cinema Camera Pro. So this screen is touch screen. You pretty much touch anything and it's going to do something, right? Within the menus. Same with focus. Let's say right now it's focused on that logo. Let's say I want to focus on this Allen wrench over here. Tap and hold. It's going to focus over there. You can see the logo is out of focus now. Let's say I want to focus on the logo. Tap and hold. It's going to focus. There's also this little magnifying glass. If you touch that, it's going to focus assist and it will help you zoom in on it. And this isn't your frame. This is just focus assist. It's zoomed in to help you focus. So let's say I want to focus on that knob. Press and hold. And it's focused on that knob now. Let's go back to the logo. Press and hold on that logo. And you can see that we're zoomed in here. You can move that around too. Let's say I want to focus on that Allen wrench. Tap and hold. So this will tell you where you are within the frame. See the little blue lines? Press the magnifying glass again. And that's your actual frame. Tap and hold on the Samsung. Now we're focused there. You can see I have the red lines. That's focus assist. You can see I have no cards in here, so I'm not recording anything. You can see the audio bouncing right here. Those are your audio meters. If I had data in there, if you press this play button over here, it would play and you can just navigate through there. But it's kind of like, how do I get back to the camera? Well, you have to press the stop button and it gets you back to the camera settings. So that's just a little navigation thing that's confusing. Up here is the ND filters. It's a cool thing about cinema cameras. A lot of them have built-in ND filters, so you don't have to put it on the front on the lens. So helpful, especially when you're like going outside and filming stuff. Okay, so let's get this to 0. Right here, you'll see clear. So there is no ND filter. And then it shows you how far in. So that was 0.6, 1.2, 1.8, and back to clear. Okay. And again, up here, you can change your all these settings. So that's frame rate. And up here in the front, you can't see it. Let's see if I can flip it. Right here, there's a finger dial. So I'm going to click up here on the frame rate, and then I'm going to use my finger dial and change it back to 24. Boom. So now you can see it's at 24. Same with shutter. You could change it, your shutter angle. I like shutter angle because then you don't have to deal with the fractions and doubling it. That's a whole nother video. And then your iris, if you have autofocus lenses, it's going to show up. If you have cinema lenses, that's not going to show up. You're going to change it on the lens. And white balance, you have all these settings, or you can pick the number and white balance on your own. This would show the battery. Right now it's plugged in. You can see the wire. And then this is the settings button. This is also the settings button right here. So you can press it here or here. Does the same thing. So here you have the function 1, 2, 3 buttons. You have the ISO button, shutter, white balance. So those are just quick hot flash keys real quick, and then the button. So you can either go here or touch screen. So the function buttons, function 1 will give you false colors. Function 2 will put on a LUT. You see right there it says LUT. I changed the focus because the touch screen is very sensitive. LUT, you could do your own LUTs. You can install them, but it comes with preloaded LUTs too. So that's what it looks like with the LUT. And then 3, these are your safe margins. So it shows the frame with what ratio your frame is. These quick buttons, let's say you want the ISO, it's right there. You could do it all with the buttons instead of touching the screen. Shutter, change it right here without changing it, and white balance. You have all these options. And you can also push in the toggle wheel. So if I push it in, it goes in and out of it. So white balance, I'm going to toggle. I had it at 5600. Boom. push in the toggle, and it takes me out of there. So let's go into the settings now. You can either press it here or here. It does the same thing. So I'm not going to go through all the settings. This is not like a best settings for your camera. It's just how to navigate through here. So you have these different tabs up here: record, monitor, audio, and then within those tabs, if you look down here, there's these dots. That's how many pages are within the tabs. So we're in the record tab. This shows the different codecs and ratios. So the blue you see the blue dot that shows us we're on page 1 within the record. And then you'll see the blue dot move. And these are all the different settings that you could change within your record settings. Okay. And that's the last one. And it just cycles through that. So if you want to go to your monitor settings, here you go. This is your monitor settings. And again, it cycles through these. It doesn't go to the next tab. That was a bit confusing for me at first. And then the audio, again, same thing. 2 pages within the audio tab. Setup. Right here. And I'm going to throw this in here just as a bonus. When I turned on this camera, it was in a different language, and I had to go do some research to figure out what everything was saying. And so just know, if this is all in a different language, go over to the 4th tab. That would be setup, no matter what language it's in, right? And it was in this language. And so I was all confused. We're like, what? There's numbers, but it's in a different language. I don't know what to do, right? So no, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the pencil button, and then pick your language. Okay, that's really important. And then you got your presets. And then this is where your LUTs will be. You can pick your different LUTs. And again, settings. So on the side of the camera, we're on the side now. Side of the camera, you have microphone, headphones, full HDMI, and it's just rubber. It pulls off. And then if you want to record to an SSD drive, you could do it through here. And then you're going to have to figure out how to mount it. You probably need a cage. And then you have XLR minis right here. And then this is the power. So right now I'm running on power from the wall. You can see that right there. It's kind of deceiving, but you push, and then you got your SSD and CFast. Up here is where you put your viewfinder if you bought that attachment. But that's all you really need to know to get started. Don't forget the record button, and just go through the settings and learn them. If you've ever used any other cameras, I'm sure you could pick this one up quite easily. The menu is very, very easy to navigate. You could have all the fanciest equipment in the world, but if you don't have good storytelling skills, your filmmaking is always going to be lacking. So make sure to check out the link below and get yourself a free ebook all about storytelling. Also, if you enjoyed this content, please leave a comment down below and let me know your favorite parts so I know what content to keep making.